Oh shit. What's up? It's Queen Sassy T back at it once again with another topic for you here tonight. I know y'all see these things flapping from my eyes. I don't know how y'all think I look, but I think I feel good. I look good. Well, you already know I'm selling lashes and they are called Sassy Lashes, so you already know. Make your purchases. But anyways, the topic for tonight is grandparents. Why I decided to talk about grandparents? Because you know what? This generation of grandparents is different. I don't understand certain grandparents because, you know, you have the good grandparents, granted. The grandparents that, you know, acknowledge their grandkids, you know, spend all quality time, buy them things and everything. And then you got the grandparents that act like their grandkids don't even exist. For example, like, you know, I do have twins. I have 4 kids, matter of fact. I have 3 boys and 1 girl. Jamari, Kumari, DJ, and Cece. My twins, they have a father, of course. And they have grandparents, of course. But those grandparents don't acknowledge them. They act like they don't even exist. Mind you, those are her first set of grandchildren, and she acknowledges them not at all. You know, you have those grandparents that go to church every day and speak God and God this and God that, and you have to do this and you have to do that. But when the children pop up, now you want to act like your son is the greatest gift on earth, and you want to act like your grandchildren is at fault for why your son ain't shit. Like my mother, she's a wonderful grandparent. I know my kids not easy. I know they not. They very irritating. But she tries her best. She takes them. She gives me that break. She helps me just the same as their great-grandmother. Even their grandmother-in-law does for them. But you know, you really get to sit here and you pay attention to, you notice that all parents are not the same. Some parents speak a good game. Look at all these kids that's dying. Some of these kids are actually getting killed off their hands of grandparents, and that's some crazy shit, because you would never think that a grandparent, out of all people, a grandparent would do that. And the thing about it is, what some grandparents need to realize is that you can't only acknowledge your grandkids when you see fit. Like, they're kids. They didn't ask to be here, you know? And at the end of the day, regardless of how you may feel about the parents that your child decided to deal with, doesn't mean that you shut out your grandchildren. They live on. They hold your legacy. They live for you after you pass. So you got to acknowledge them. And, you know, that does kill me, because my sons do have another grandmother, and they know who she is. But because she is so much of the most hypocritical Christian I've ever met in my life, that her son can do no wrong. So my kids get pushed into the corner. And understand that's fine, because mama always got them. Daddy always got them. They family got them. Because as I said, you have the lovely grandparents that, yeah, they gonna let you know. I ain't gonna raise your kids. If you decide to have a fucking kid, you decide to have a fucking kid. That's your business and your choice. Your parents are not your babysitters. Let's make this very clear to motherfuckers. Some females, I really be seeing females sitting out here partying and chilling, having a whole good time. And when you want to really know where their kids is with the grandparents. I don't understand how some parents allow that shit. I'm sorry. If your child decided to lay there and fuck and have a child, it's not your responsibility to take care of that child or babysit that child. Because now, when they're not able to have fun, that's their business, because they decided to make that choice and give that responsibility to themselves. Now, if a grandparent picks and chooses to babysit or wants to spend time with their grandkids, that's their choice. But you cannot force your kids on your parents. They have their own lives. All I'm saying about grandparents is, I need all grandparents to not treat children the same way you would treat an adult. Just because you feel a way about an adult does not mean that you put that towards a child. A child didn't do anything. You're supposed to love and glorify that child, because at the end of the day, that child is innocent, and he or she was born innocent. Okay? It very, very, very much so frustrates me. Because you know what? Not only that, ain't it crazy? This shit is funny. I was talking about it with my mom and my hubby today. It's funny as hell. How in the hell, parents these days, and you know what? This is on a positive note. Your parents used to fuck you up whenever you did something wrong. You know, us growing up, if we fucked up, we got fucked up. And I mean black kids, most of it. We got fucked up. One way or another, you did wrong, we got fucked up. But why is it when we have our kids and shit like that, all of a sudden these motherfuckers got soul? All of a sudden they don't know. They yell, yeah, granted, they'll curse your ass out, but all of a sudden they became soft. They don't want to hit nobody else's child. You know, grandbabies can't do no wrong until that shit hits you hard and you see exactly what the parent's talking about, and then you like, ah, I get it. Now, granted, ass whoopings don't always work. Neither does time out. I've learned that as a parent. And I tell y'all now, I have 4 kids, and it's not easy. And my twins are a handful. And best believe, I've tried everything in the book. Timeouts, honestly, they're made for white kids. But timeouts don't work. Taking shit away from your kids half the time don't work. Beating them don't work. Even trying to be their fucking friend sometimes don't work. Sometimes it's just hard being a parent, and you just gotta find your best way of doing it and have a lot of motherfucking patience, boy. You know? But I love my mama, and I love my grandmother. Because you know what? They showed me what a parent is. They showed me what a parent's about. They showed me how you post to treat your children. They explain to me the right way. Even my mother-in-law, she shows me how you are supposed to be as a mother and how you're supposed to be there as a grandparent. I know the difference now because I sat here for years and I watched people with kids that have these grandparents that like are just so disrespectful and mean and so cruel, and I could never understand that because, as I said, kids are innocent. Even my fiance, his baby mama ain't shit. That's a fact. And he loves his kids to the end of the earth, to the end of the world. He loves his babies, but she has her own opinion, she has her own feelings, and his family have their own feelings. So at the end of the day, he gets treated as an outcast. No matter how great a father he is, he gets considered a fucking deadbeat. And he's an amazing father. And that's a fact. You can't acknowledge your grandkids off of your child. Acknowledge your grandkids because they're children and you love them. Point blank motherfucking period. But with that being said, once again, this is Queen Sassy T back at again with another one. Remember, as I said, subscribe, Queen Sassy T. Subscribe. See this? I can't even finish. Why? Because this one right here. I can't even finish what I'm doing because she want to be mommy, 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 mommy. Say hi.
I'm ready.
Can you tell them what's your name? But as I said, once again, my name is Queen Sassy T. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, check out my Facebook page for my lashes, my new sassy lashes at sexy-sassy20 on Facebook. Also, check out my TikTok. Watch me move. Hey. Hey. Queen Sassy T on that too. Support me. Follow me. Subscribe. You already know. Love y'all. One love.